Go. We're on.
Yeah, welcome to the Diamond and Light Circle, everyone. This is such a powerful opportunity. Every moment's an opportunity to see its truth. With this celebrating Jesus' direction that when we come together, that only light's here. And the ego cannot stand in the power of the light that we are. It has no dominion. Never has dominion unless we give it the energy to have it. And so thus we look at all the desires below our level of awareness that are actually providing energy to the experience of separation. Jesus is delivering these in A Course in Miracles. And so every day we're looking at, in the morning session, we look at the denials to the Course lesson. So we focus on the light first, and then as each thought is shared from A Course in Miracles, we ask Jesus to show us where we're denying what he's telling us is true. So lesson 92 is miracles are seen in light, and light and strength are one. Jesus, are there any denials below my level of awareness, any experiences that I've had lately that deny that miracles are seen in light, and the light and strength are one? I'm willing to see those and have to bring those into my life. The idea for today is an extension of the previous one. You do not think of light in terms of strength, and darkness in terms of weakness. That is because your idea of what seeing means is tied up with the body and its eyes and brain. Thus, you believe that you can change what you see by putting little bits of glass before your eyes. Jesus, is there any desire to have an experience of changing what I see by putting little bits of glass before my eyes and learning to see this? Is there any desire to deny myself by tying up what I see in association with the body and its eyes and the brain? I'm wanting to see how I deny myself through the body, its eyes, and the brain. This is among the many magical beliefs that come from the conviction you are a body, and the body eyes can see. Jesus, is there any desire for a conviction that the body's eyes can see? I'm willing to see that. To have an experience the body's eyes can see. Jesus, is there any desire to have a conviction for God? To so convict myself, to convince myself I'm the body? does this conviction stand in the light of truth today? You also believe the body's brain can think. Jesus, is there any desire to experience the body's brain as thinking? I'm willing to see this in my head. If you but understood the nature of thought, you could but laugh at this insane idea. Jesus, I'm willing to have you show me the nature of thought. I'm willing to laugh at this insane idea. It is as if you thought you held the match that lights the sun and gives it warmth, or that you held the world within your hand, securely bound until you let it go. Yet this is no more foolish than to believe the body's eyes can see and the brain can think. Jesus, I'm willing to see that these are miscreated concepts in the mind. And that thinking holds no power over me unless I give it the power to do so. It is God's strength in you that is the light in which you see, as it is His mind with which you think. His strength denies your weakness. I'm willing to see that the strength of God denies mine. And feel His strength, that His strength is mine. It is your weakness that sees through the body's eyes, peering about in darkness to behold the likeness of itself. Jesus, is there any desire to peer about in darkness to behold likeness of itself? Seeing weakness through the body's eyes. I'm willing to see that vision. It is your weakness that sees through the body's eyes, peering about in darkness to behold the likeness of itself, the small, the weak, the sickly and the dying, those in need, the helpless and afraid, the sad, the poor, the starving, and the joyless. Jesus, I'm willing to see that it is my desire to look out upon the world and see the small, the weak, the sickly, and the dying. Those in need, the helpless and afraid, the sad, the starving, and the joyous. These are seen through the eyes that cannot see and cannot rest. Jesus, I'm willing to see that these are denial of blessings. Strength overlooks these things by seeing past appearances. He keeps his steady gaze upon the light that lies beyond them. This is the infinite power within consciousness. Notice what lies beyond these concepts of death, of need, of helpless, of poor, of starving, and the joyous. It unites with light, of which it is part. It sees itself. Only as light and no other. This is perfect happiness. It brings the light in which it's yourself appears. In darkness, you perceive a self that is not there. Jesus, I no longer desire to perceive a self that is not there. It is not within my will nor yours. And I recognize that I have the infinite power to do so. Strength is the truth about you. Weakness is an idol falsely worshipping glory, that strength may be dispelled. Jesus, I no longer wish to have a desire for dispelling my strength. Through the desire to experience weakness. Weakness is an idol falsely worshipped and adored, that strength may be dispelled. And darkness rule where God appointed that there should be light. Let there be light. And let not the face of darkness come upon it. For there is only light, and this is all I'm willing to accept. Strength comes from truth and shines with light its source has given it. Weakness reflects the darkness of its maker. This is a miscreation within the mind. It is sick and looks on sickness. It is a desired experience to feel sick and look upon what is sick, which is life itself. Truth is a savior and can only will for happiness and peace for everyone, as the light only knows happiness and peace, as it is, totally, whole, and complete. It gives its strength to everyone who asks in limitless supply. It is a celebration that light is unlimited. It sees that lack in anyone would be lack in all. It sees that it can desire to have an experience. Lack, yet light knows no lack. In truth. There's only happy laughter in this. And so it gives its light that all may see and benefit as one. This is why your only function is light. The light that shines forever and dispels the darkness. Its strength is shared, that it may bring to all the miracle in which they will unite in purpose and in forgiveness and in love. For the light can never divide. It cannot know division. All it knows is love. Infinite, unchanging love. Amen. Do we have the second microphone? Oh, we have a mic right there. I think we also need to mic them so that it can be picked up. Now we're going to leave that plugged in and get the microphone so that people can speak in it.
This one.
Here too, and so that it will be recorded, and then we'll unhook for Regina if she would like to share today. So we have two mics. This mic will be on the recording if you have something beautiful or in your heart, whatever you should do, because it comes from love. So you want to speak in the mics. Does anyone have something that would like to share? It's not required at all. Yes. If you speak, it'll be picked up even if you go to something. Feel the strain for you. I'm going to put that up too so she can hear. Oh, she can hear her if she's speaking in the mic. You can hear Regina? Yeah. Oh. Okay, try unplug and then go to the mic.
Unplug this.
Okay.
I can feel the strength of the light within me. Thank you.
Everyone else feel it. And bird pieces. Sometimes he always speaks from us. It's such a beautiful thing down. Oh God, some of the funniest stuff is coming through. Yeah. Let's see if we can pick that up on my. Okay.
I was laughing at myself about how much resistance was coming up. And the biggest resistance was, am I willing to see that this body isn't happening? And this week, because the body is purging, and I'm saying, this isn't real, stop it. And it's not stopping, I'm a sieve. And so I kept seeing a sieve, you know, the kitchen tool, sieve. And I was saying, okay, it's a sieve, put it out there. It's not this. And it just kind of put me in stitches because it's not real, but it keeps happening to the sieve body. And so I was laughing at that. And then silly ego, I don't even remember what it was you said, but it started playing a song. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world. And then it wouldn't stop playing the flippin' song. And I was saying, focus on what Kay's saying. Come on, stop it, stop it. And so that cracked me up. And then I finally rejoined you, which was great. And then the light came and was dissolving where we were. But my ego plays tricks on me. She's just cunning, baffling, and wily, and will take me off course. And I had to laugh at her. I'm sorry, but I was laughing at her because she's quite playful. I apologize for the laughter, but she was cracking me up.
It's so beautiful not to take any of this seriously. And see how it's all desired experience. This is the blessing because that's the infinite power of the light right there. Saying, oh, I did. Like Jesus, I admit. I admit, okay. But it also, in that admission, we see the infinite power that we have. Wow, if what he's saying is correct, then I have a desire to create this experience. Whoa, beautiful. So thank you. Yeah. Thank you, Don. Regina, would you like to share today? I don't know if she can hear me. Do you have any inspiration to share today?
I don't know how to. I had this morning when I was this morning when I. Can you not hear me?
Yeah, you just put it at the speaker.
Where's the speaker?
Okay.
Oh. Okay.
Is it better now?
Yes, very good.
Okay. When I was listening to the lesson this morning, I had resistance with this body thing. But I got it different now, listening to you. So it's good, yeah.
Let's see if it'll pick it up today.
Yesterday I went to the optometrist to get bits of glass to cover my eyes. And when I saw what the lesson said this morning, I had to laugh. I was like, oh my God, that's exactly what I just went through yesterday. But I realized it's really crazy that when I was so excited when he put the glasses that he makes on my eyes and everything was so clear. I was like, wow, I can see again, you know, because my eyes are getting worse and worse. But the clearest part is this, is realizing that if I could just see and feel the strength of God and His vision as clear as I could see that big E on the optometrist screen, I'm home free. And so I guess that was my lesson, not so much being able to see with my eyes. Thank you.
Last night, Kay and I watched The Electric Dream with Namaste. And the part where he moved, I don't know his name, where he moved beyond his reality. And love seemed to pull him beyond anything he could see. That came up for me in the lesson today. It was like, oh, you know, what the eyes are seeing. It was in that movie, it was all about what the eyes were seeing and how the tourists were all being deceived by the show. But then, you know, the fellow who was the hero of the dream there, he had a beautiful transformation called by love to see beyond what he thought reality was.
Yes, thank you all for this beautiful gathering each morning to really look as the light of truth. As we can see, as we look as the light of truth, nothing fearful happens actually. And it's such an ego trip, this experience of fear. So it's always helpful to remember that the light is always here and that we have infinite power to see it and that no fear stands before it. And when we're together, fear is impossible. Mm-hmm. Just one more thing about fear. That we were coming up with acronyms, you know, FEAR. So forgive everything and remember. Yeah, it's so powerful to remember that who we are is already here. That light, the unchanging, unmoving, is always here. And it's only the idea of who we are, who we're not, who we're pretending to be. Even that arises in the light. It cannot arise without the light. So that power within consciousness that Jesus is using, he uses that power within consciousness because we are consciousness. And we have the power to play within consciousness, seemingly apart within the ideas of identity, or we have the infinite power to look back toward the light and see that if we keep looking enough, we'll eventually see there is only light. So he uses that power. See where you're denying, seeing that light's always here, and then the contrast is here for us to see. The contrast between this infinite light that is only peace. It doesn't know anything about strife or doesn't know contrast at all. It just is. And we called each other to come here for this. Because there's just no longer a desire to deny infinite nature. This cycle of pretending something other is complete. Amen. Amen. Thank you. Love you all.
Oh, Jeff, would you like express beautiful? There we go. Can they see you on camera, Jeff, here?
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
Well, we watched this great movie last night where it really did say a lot. I mean, the fat guy stayed in his sight of misery and death and all that. And our heroes just threw it all off. And old age, death, just gone. That's what vision shows us, as opposed to physical sight.
Amen.
Yes, thank you all. Love you, Regina.
Thank you. Love you too.
Namaste from Namaste. You're always welcome here.
Oh, yeah. I've got another place coming up too to come visit. Bye, honey.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.